Didn't think these gloves through well, did I? You alright, Ralph? Look at the Ralph town, Ralph. We've come this way because it's closer to the quacks and closer to where I want to go. Yeah, I'm just going to hang up here for a minute. Cass, how you doing? Stu. See? I've been good. I've got gloves on. You alright, Jamie? Yeah, gentle woohoos, Cass. Angela, how you doing? We've come this side because the quacks are all down here. I've not used this car park before. And we're going to go on a trail that I've not been on before. It was torturing the life out of me that I ran out of food yesterday. And it's frozen up actually a lot more since yesterday, believe it or not. But I mean, it was reading -10 on the way through. Head babe, you alright? Oh shoot, I nearly dropped you. That was going to be a good start, wasn't it? Stormy, how you doing? So all my swans are up there. Goshen, how you doing? Goshen's brilliant. Robert, Great Ace, how you doing, Great Ace? Cass, I promise I will, because I very nearly had an issue. Oh, Angela, look. And I've got the coat on that's like walking in a duvet. Adrian, how you doing? But that -10 this morning, it was cold. I went to next to the Priory. T-Rep, how you doing? To film the waterfall and the woodland there. And the bridge, because Signal hates me on there. I thought, right, well, I'll go down there and I'll pre-record it. And you've got icicles like 2 metres long. I've posted some pictures on my community page. And that will be soon. But -10, stood around filming that. It was cold, very, very cold. Right, I'm not used to this wearing glove malarkey. How you doing, Goshen? Lovely to see you. Neo, Gold Seal, how you doing? Sorry I didn't see you there, Gold Seal. PAing, if anyone's in and I don't see it, shout at me. I'm not being rude, but chat disappears. Yeah, they are good. Canadian fishing musician, how you doing? Canadian fishing musician, get your teeth in, Shazza. A very, very talented man in a lot of ways, both fishing and musically. And his other half, Judy, I adore her. She's amazing. And the kindest, purest hearts going. How's the weather with you, fishing musician? The aeration devices were making a very funny noise in the water yesterday because they're frozen over today, look. No bubbles. Hannah, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Iron Antler, how you doing? Do you know what? I'm going to get rid of this glove. It's doing my head in already. I can't check chat properly. We've had a weather system called the Troll of Trondheim, and it's an air system from Norway. And where I am, it's not been above -2 or -3 for a week, down to -10. Cass, it's brilliant. I love it. I'll let these young'uns get past, and then we'll head on that way. Kirsty, all right, to go see. That swan freaked me out a little bit yesterday, you know. I was looking at the bag and looking at ducks, and I didn't expect a face full of swan. So I've got about 5 kilo of shameless plug for the spa. About 5 kilos of food. Dead on me again. How you doing, Hannah? Angela. Angela is one of our cooks and she is awesome. That rice looked amazing, Angela. These ducks are going to be a bit disappointed. There's ducks flying that way. And here's me coming with food to this end. Now, there's a walk to a local village and we're going to go to that. All those ducks are flying out the boathouse where they normally get fed. So they're going to miss out. And I haven't seen my big ducks that I'm trying to train to come to my house. So we're going to have a look for them. You could hear it. Right, the gloves are going. They're doing me head in. Let's go. So I stick it in my pocket. They're too thick. I should have brought my leather gloves out. Goga, how you doing? Cass, check out Goga. He is the most bendy fella ever. Amanda, how you doing? Do you know what it is? Freezation. So if I miss you, shout at me. Crubby, how you doing, Crubby? The swans are all the way up there at the boathouse where I fed them all yesterday. And that young swan that I was panicking that was frozen in the ice isn't. Chris, he was doing yoga poses with a cow in the background, walking around him. I don't know how he could relax to do it because I would be a little bit tense. Just a little bit. There's a guy up in here in a wheelchair and he's got the handles to propel himself. Looks like a very good workout, but fabulous for a place like this. Oh, the ducks have got one of the aerators. They've got some open water just here. We'll see if this lot will venture over. And we're going to go to the main hoard where the swans are. My hands were instantly hurty cold this morning. Right, what have we got? I'm going to pay attention. Oh, hello little blackbird, do you want some food? Right, we're going to chuck this young, cold-looking blackbird some food. Right, I know you're watching me. There you go. Have the ducks heard the rustle of a bag? Quack quacks! Come see what I've got. Yes, we've got one waddling over already. Where shall I come down? This looks a good spot. Come on, quack quack. Waddle all the way over here. It's going over there. It looks like I'm going... No, we're going here. I'm going to be so careful. I don't particularly want to fall through the ice. Look at him. Silver. Quack, quack. Look, food. Look at it running. Running quack quacks. Flying is cheating. It's funny when you run and you slide. Yeah, they're all going to come. There you go, girl. Little quack quacks. Oh, Silver, I'm dead jealous. Right, I didn't say that I was feeding gulls. You do me head in. Oh, that one fell over. The Stock Explorer, how you doing, Nora? I do love the little pintails on the tails, look. The little curly whirly feathers on the little bums. Nice one, Silver. Ooh, we've got a honker. We've got a honker over there. We've got a goosey gander, I think. Yes, we've got a goosander. Come on then, goosander, let's have you. Is it coming? It's coming, look. It's coming. It's sliding, but it's coming. Oh no, it's not. Damn it. Well, that's not fair. I wanted it to come over. So we've got a horde of quack quacks. Oh. Yeah, I am surprised that goosey gander's not coming over. Is that what you could do? Is that what you could be here before, Cass? Is that what you sound like, a goosander? It hasn't got the gist of this eating food. Right, I'm going to save one for the main horde up there. They're making me feel guilty because I've put the bag back on my arm. Right, hang on. Right, there you go. Oh, come on then. Seeing as how you asked so nicely. Hopefully the late comers will get some. Right, let's go. Tanga, I estimated yesterday, there's about 200. If you include the swans and the geese as well, there's about 200. Surprised they're not all over. I expected to be mobbed again. Hi Johnny, how you doing? Yeah, you should get me, it's on delay. Here's the trees that the locals, the kids think swallowed by these trees. There you are, I'm back, got 'em. Yeah, the local kids always thought that if they were naughty, these nobbles and bobbles and on these trees were naughty kids. How you doing, Scott? Oh, the swans are flying that way. Right, they might fly back. We've still got swans up here. We're going to the spot where I got Bettina. How you doing, Bettina? We're going to the spot where I got mobbed by a swan. And there's also a path up here that I've not been on, so we're going to head that way to a little local village. We've got a moorhen stood on one leg, fast asleep. Sheena, how you doing? The little beck's still running. Lots of sand and shiny things. Yes, we still have... Oh, the baby swans are here. I'm glad the baby swans are here, the little cygnets. Because I felt guilty yesterday. I hear a helicopter. Which here usually means air ambulance. I don't know if you can hear it. It sounds low. Patty, I love you. So over the back there behind those trees. Sounds like it's just going up in the air. Big old carrion crow. Ah, the swan family's here. Happy days. That is where... Is that where? Yes. No, it wasn't. It was further along, wasn't it? I see young swans. This is where I was feeding the ducks yesterday. We've got shell ducks. We've got your mallards. We've got the swan family. We've got my little submarine ducks that I have no idea what they are. We've got coots. And we've got moorhens. Oh, look. Look, look, look. How beautiful are they? Bright red heads, shell ducks, I believe. Quack, quacks, I'm here with more food. You see when they're walking on the ice? Did you hear that explosion? That's up the road. Right, I'm coming down. I'm coming down. Chill your beans, I'm coming down. They recognise. Oh, don't fly up. Come over here. We're coming over here for food, little birdies. That explosion, I don't know if it was the quarry or if it was Spade Adam. Right, I'm going to get one arm out. Here's your coots. Really pretty birds, and when they get out, the length of their legs are enormous. And we've got swans on the way. Sorry, I bent down. Then some quack quacks, coots, swans. Now I'm 5'8", and that swan yesterday, when he stood with his head up, he was about my shoulder height. They're not little birds. Is it the same swan? Is it going to come and feed again? No, it's a... Oh, we've got the rest of the swan family. I've got ducks in my boots. Yeah, Bedina. They're really tall. I'm 5'8", and it got out and it came and stood next to me and it was trying to reach in the bag, and it was my shoulder height, and I didn't expect it to get out or come to be hand fed. Oh, there's my robins. Right, we'll chuck some over there for the robins. Here we go, look. Jesus. Hello. You came for a feed yesterday. You're not as tall. It must have been one of the others. And we've got another ambling out. There's a sand quarry up the road, but there's also an RAF base. So we do get quite a lot of explosions there. They test gas pipes and things as well at that place. There's the little cygnet. I'll be made up if the cygnet comes out. I think swan number 2 is going to want hand fed. The swans are actually property of the king. You're not allowed to keep a swan or kill a swan or eat a swan. It's an act of treason. And that law is... Ouchie! That was my whole finger from medieval times. Hey, don't be rude. Swan number 2, hang on, mate, hasn't quite got this hand feeding thing down. It's not ouchie, that was the end of my finger. That hurt. See, now it's up to me. Oh God, we've got more swans coming. Hang on. As that's reaching up, it's shoulder height. Don't be rude. Oh God. Oh, don't be nasty. And you know what? I'm almost, see? When it stands up tall. Right, that's my fingers. Here, look. Oh my God, I shit myself. Oop, pardon my French. That hissed at me, and it was kind of shoulder height. Oh God, I've got one peck in my leg. Handicapped traveller, how you doing? I'm trying not to get butchered by a swan. Don't be rude. There, you can have that. And I'm going to back off. Hopefully not getting it. I'm sorry, that's all the food. And that was about 5 kilos of food. Right. I've got none left, so stop following me. Please don't follow me, Mr. Swan. Dead seagull. There was an iffy seagull the other day. Right, I'm just going to dump this bag so I'm not carrying it. Now I'm going to go on this footpath. Let's go, you know. I could have brought a 20 kilo bag of food. I had about 5 kilo in that bag. And it didn't last very long, did it? It's like a little winter wonderland. Kirsty, see how red my finger is? That's not off the cold, that's off that second swan. It's not used to being hand fed like the other, and it wasn't being gentle. It wasn't scooping the food off my finger. It was taking my finger as well. And the beaks are sharp. And that, yesterday the chickens had sardines. They had other things as well. So we're heading in this corner and we're going to head off that I've not been before. You see how it's gone to snow again last night, but it's not quite done much. Hey, duck lover. Ooh, some pate. Well, for about a month back. And it didn't get very far, I'll put it that way. Cheap, but it's a mistake that it can't make again. So I'm going to take this path that I've never been on before. It takes you to a little village. Viewless, how you doing? Viewless, I had a swan hissing at me and in my face again. I had one hand feeding that it might be the one that hand fed yesterday. Right, some idiot has had the dog in there. What? Sorry, I was waffling away and singing. Don't let your dogs, your children or yourselves on frozen lakes. It looks frozen at it, but more than often it's not. So please be careful. Agent, how you doing? Agent, I was out filming in -10 this morning. That did not sting the old hands in the forehead. In the UK, we've got 3 children passed away. We've got another child in intensive care trying to save them. All because they went out on a lake. It looks firm, but it's not. We don't get the temperatures in the UK deep enough for long enough to be ice to be safe enough. Ooh, what are you going to jump in, Cass? So we're going the opposite way to which we did yesterday. How you doing today, viewers? Ayla, how you doing? Ayla, I had 3 swans wanting hand fed today. One didn't have many manners and it was trying to bite my finger off. I had one hissing in my face because I wasn't getting the food out quick enough. Oh, where's Fluff? Along here for Fluff, we have the frozen upside down pigeon. Not really, it's just what I thought it was. It's a log, but that was my description of it. I think it was a pretty good description, you know. What's that? Something's rustling. Blackbird. Oh, you're not going to be able to see. Right. Just there. Stolen its food. Right, just there, we've got 2 nuthatches. And those nuthatches that I just had on film were on the side of that branch about their finger. And that is because they're hiding food there, or they've got food hidden there. Now, nuthatch. SB, how are you doing? SB, I just caught a nuthatch in its stash. A nuthatch hides food all year round. It hides food in the nooks and crannies of bark. Oh, mechanic, how you doing? Vegas, you all right? And for 30 days, they'll remember where that food is. But after that 30 days, the memory starts to weaken and they forget and they start all over again. And I just caught 2 nuthatches in their little stash. Yeah, rest up, Cass. You sit on your butt. And yeah, I wish you were still in if I was honest, Cass. But you know that. Can you hear how icy this ground is? SB at the start, we've got a goose Andy. Straight away, I thought of you. Not 1, but 3 swans wanting hand fed. And 5 kilo of food didn't last very long. We're coming up to the bird island where the water birds nest. A group of blackbirds. I'm trying to keep the sun from flashing on the screen. Crubby, how you doing, Crubby? So I can't make my mind up whether those nuthatches were storing food or they were at their little stash, their hidey hole for a feed. I'm more inclined to think they were there for a feed. But it's the first time I've ever caught them actually at a stash. Oh, wow, here. Special man. Gillian Turner. Geez, 2017, I didn't realise it was that long. Another friend gone way too soon. It'll take you a bit to warm up today, Secret. It is freezing. How are you doing, Old Mechanic? What have you been up to? If you haven't met Old Mechanic before, go check him out. I'm actually going to miss this, you know, when it thaws. It's meant to thaw at the weekend. For now, I'm going to miss it. I love it. I love the shapes of the wily old pines as well. How it's like today, for example, -10. They're saying that we are going to have rain on Saturday. I'm going to be absolutely gutted if we go through all this cold and then it just turns to rain. See, we've had a little tiny, you can't even call that a dusting overnight because it wasn't there yesterday. How you doing, Vegas? Curious about what? Yeah, I said hi to you before for Vegas, sorry. We've got a robin following me along. Secret, you had someone following you this morning with that robin. Spent ages with you, didn't it? It's just sat on that branch. What was that? It must be these aerators trying to do their thing and not be managing. Yeah, it's a secret. I was watching it. There's a squirrel watch. We've got chaffinches up there. We've got nuthatches that I can see. Got a group of birds following me all the way along. And I can hear the nuthatch as well. Yeah, you've got loads of chaffinches along here under these beech trees, eating the beech nuts. Yesterday there were greenfinches here as well. I think there might be one on the ground there. No, it's a chaffinch. Has anyone had fresh snow overnight? Apart from Silver, because Silver has me insanely jealous because he's had heavy snow. But I'll be irked. I say irked if it rains on Saturday. And this ground is frozen solid. So for it to thaw that quickly, I keep checking the weather just to see. We've got little blue tits in there. Right, you say that, Ralph, right? But I was talking to the local pharmacist, and I've been told that the quinine's a placebo. There's no actual data to say that it works. So my jury's out on it. Because I went to try and buy some quinine rather than seeing the doctor to get a prescription. I thought it'd be quicker. And I was told that it's a placebo. There's no scientific research to show why it works. Did you hear? Explode. Now that was a big one. Did you hear that explosion just then? Zaxon, how you doing, Zaxon? Did you hear that? Ralph, did you just hear that explosion at yours? Should do. It was a big one. Because I've got major problems with cramps. Look at the colour of that sky next to those trees. Oh, look. Blue tip. Come back down here, little birdie. There we go. It's pulling the bark off. There's spiders and the bugs hidden in it. That's a blue tip. videos of them in my hand before. So, flying all the way up there. Sorry, I can't see chat. I'm just watching. I'm getting that on video. Love it. It was pulling the bark off. Grandma Kelly, how are you doing? Oh, cool. So, people passed. So, yeah, little blue tits pulling off the bark to find the bugs underneath. Yeah, so it is sprayed Adam then, innit? That second one was a very big one. That one rumbled for a while. I love all the tit bird family, I'll say it that way. So we get the blue tits, the coal tits, which are a bit smaller, and a grey green. We've got chaffinches on the ground, and they're looking for seeds, beech nuts. Yeah, I've heard two, and the last, and it could have been two because it rumbled for a fair while. You only hear the pheasants just before you hear the explosion. You tend to hear the pheasants. Trying not to let the sun get in your eyes. Zaxon. How you doing, Zaxon? So weird being at this part and there's not a duck in sight. This is where my favourite ducks hang out that I want to come to my house. I don't want the sun. There, I can kind of stop the sun glare. There, block out the sun a little bit. Kelly, thank you very much, you star. You're a legend. Yeah, sod that, my hand's the shade. For a game of hockey. So, we've got Jason, we've got Fluff, we've got Scott. Scott, is it warm where you are? I've all got the heat. And here, Frozen Lakes. I love it. We're all over the world. It's brilliant. We've even got Goo as well. YouTube's made my world a lot larger but a lot smaller at the same time, and I love it. I'm going to turn this way so you don't get a face full, and I can point you That sun is blinding me. No, Vegas, I really hope not. Yeah, it's a nice little playground. My little one loves it. And we've got my hills in the background that I love. I'd love to do that one. That's Croglin. And it's got a really big trig on top to the point of being a tower. And then you've got my Heartstones just on the top of that hill on the right, on the crown. It's the start of the pillars, the cairns. Love it. For distance all. You lot can see, but I can't. The sun's blinding. Being on the ice, I'm getting full face full of sun. We were just feeding the ducks over on the opposite side, pretty much opposite. And we're going to head into the shade out of the sun so I can face you forward again. There you go, that's better. Not a hope, Agent, not a hope. We'll see if those parrot sounding birds are all at the top again. I'm not going up there though, I'm going to be good. Come right out on this little pier. This used to be a boathouse. This is where the RC boats are launched from. Monkey, how you doing? It's a wee bit icy. Actually getting a breeze. Ruthie, how you doing, Ruthie? See, these cracks look like tracks, but they're not the cracks. Yes, where's Beth? Is Beth in? Beth, if you're in, I am being super, super good. Like, really good. Better than I've ever been. I promise. Today we found out with Lessons with Shaz, in memory of all past members of the Carlisle Mother Boat Club, all sadly missed, rest in peace, 2017. So this was all refurbished through them. Ooh, I didn't know that. We can actually see inside. Let's have a look. Yeah, today Lessons with Shaz. Oh, we've got a boat in, look. The swan beaks are really sharp. And not every swan is very good at hand feeding. They do tend to just chomp at the hand. They're like razors. Their beaks have got a serrated edge. And they're big, so they sting a little bit. They've finally given up and turned all the aerators off, so... Nutter, how you doing, Nutter? Nutter, I was almost hugging a swan. I wasn't getting the food out the bag quick enough for it. And it was up in my face. Oh, light, sorry. Ice Chain, how you doing? In the middle of our little market town. It's market day today. Ice, you feeling alright? You're not swinging your 44. Or have you put it down and lost it? Ice's energy isn't a chat so brilliant, it's funny. Yeah, so it's market day. So the main cobbled area at the Moot Hall, that's covered in market stalls. And town is always mad busy, especially on a Friday or Wednesday, And here's a guy in a camper van, a big camper van, reverse parking between two cars on the cobbles. And those spaces aren't really big enough for a car. So I was in awe of his parking skills, little sparrow. My pocket's lovely and warm, and do you know what I forgot, SB? My flask of coffee. Gutted, absolutely gutted. I'm getting quite good at that. I don't normally do prepared, I kind of more spontaneous. Look at that for a view, framed by trees. You're frozen, Jane. Honest, when I went to the Priory this morning, wow, it was that cold that hurts. This cold, I don't mind. It kind of makes your hands go numb for a fair while. But that was the nasty, deep cold, not hurt. And people running around it in this weather. Chicken Oriental. Right, I can't see again. Looks like we've got more ducks flying in. A lot of the ducks are resident, but others just come for certain times in the day. The bud files, how you doing? The bud files, do you have snow yet? Oh, and there's my little duck submarines that I still haven't worked out what they are. The bud files had snow crazy late last year, or it seemed crazy late. And up on those high plains, it looks desolate. There's nothing, absolutely nothing for miles and miles around. And those cemeteries up there, and they're so different to ours here, full of snow and ice. Pizza, how you doing? Pizza, the gamer, his lives are fabulous. He's so funny. So sub him up. Young blackbird just there. Sub Pizza up. I'm coming his next live, gaming live. It's brilliant. We don't heckle at all. I do like you play the scary games, Pizza. Funny. Your reactions are priceless. Yeah, I'm good, Ralph, because we've had next to no. I can't hear those birds today. I wonder why they've cut the side off there, what they're planning to do. Cottonwood, how you doing? Liz, how you doing, Liz? No, you're fine, awesome. It's lovely to have you here. Cass Pizza has me wetting myself. Cass gaming is funny as well, the oohs and the e's and the ahs. Funny. This comes from a non-gamer, so you can't have the joy of heckling me or having to giggle at me not being able to play them. How you doing, Liz? Liz, has it thawed out where you are? I don't know if you can see that plane. That's high. Is that high? I can't even get it on screen. I can see it plenty though. Yeah, I can hear the plane. Could you hear a helicopter? Not long. Actually, between the bangs. That goose Anders hung. Hey, it's a big white one, the other ones that you like. I'm leaving it a bit fine. I said I'd send Mrs. SB some for Christmas. Got a little blue tit following me along. And lots of birds up on this bank. Oh, hang on. I've got those birds. What are they? Right in the centre of the screen, there's a pale bird. No, it's gone. There's a lot of blackbirds on there. I've got a thrush. Little thrush. Thrushes have been so in decline here. You're a star agent. They planted, should we go through the tunnel? They planted this willow and the little house in. Drone cows behave. Liz, it's not often that it's frozen over. Very rare. Phil, how you doing, Phil? Johnny, you alright? So they built this little house and screen out of willows. Noodle, how you doing, Noodle? Noodle's lush. This is Rabbit City. It's full of rabbits, and because it's all gauze and the burning, you can't get into it, so they're safe in there. Well, relatively safe. Didn't take that one long to freeze over. What's that little birdie? They are opening up the seeds. The pear. I thought they were gold crest for a minute. I was going to watch and see if I can work out what they are. Lots of little birds today. I'm not sure what that is. White band on its wing. It's not a chaffinch. Is it a marsh tit? Answers on a postcard. It's a finch. Could be a young green finch. No, it's not. A pair. Going through the seat. New Hope, thank you for coming in. How you doing, Cheryl? It's got a black beard. It's not a siskin. And black cap. It's not green enough or big enough for an adult green finch. They're very small. Well, if anyone answers on a postcard what they were. Peter, I am behaving myself. Believe it or not. Because it's happened before. Right, Shazza, stop it. You'll all get bored. Those birds are back, I can hear them. Happy to. What was on the menu today, Cheryl? What are those birds? This side of the wood is all oak and beech. A lot of beech, same as we have on that bank. And we're having no cows, thank you very much. We are not rodeoing. Papa, thank you so much for coming in. How are you doing? We came out to feed my ducks and the swans and get a resident here. See how much of the lake was frozen. 5 kilos of food lasted about 5 minutes. New Hope has a brilliant channel, The Lush. Harry, how you doing, Harry? Ooh. Those birds nearly flew into my leg. They're up inside there. It's about 2 miles-ish around it. Oh, sorry, Harry, you've not got a span. I don't know how you not. But you did have one. Stormy, have you had a scorcher of a day? The old fingertips are getting a bit stingy. Dewey, how are you doing? Are you saying Dewey? Christmas, Harry. Harry, is this Weather River? Nice one. If you haven't got Secret Blackburn's second channel, he does some excellent later walks on that one too. Click that notification bell for when he's going out. Someone's dog has been out on the water. It drives me nuts. It's just too dangerous. Oh, is it? Sparky, how you doing? I love it. Absolutely love it. I've only known it to be frozen twice before, and I've lived here, what, 25 years? Goose Anders calling you, SB. If you want, I'll see if it'll come home with me and I'll send it down. Sparky, you're having a laugh. What for? Hey, folk, could have used you yesterday. It sounded like parrots. Hello, little Robin. Little Robin just flown behind there. And I haven't got a clue what they are. 4-month-old. See, everybody needs to look up the terms of service. They're cracking down on stuff. And it's just not worth losing your channel. Ooh, that sounds funny. Right, where's this? I'm going to walk at the edge because it's on a pillar. They've got wire over the top, but they're sounding a bit iffy. That building over there used to be a hotel and changed hands, and they wanted to turn it into, do a lot of work to it, and they were denied planning, so they left it to rot, and it rotted for about 15 years. The roof fell through, fires and all. Marlove, how you doing, Marlove? Thanks for coming in. And eventually they did get the planning, and now it's apartments. But it got left to ruin. I actually went to a wedding there not long before it closed. Tommy, how you doing? Scott, thank you so much for coming in. Sweet dreams. Watch me fall through this thing. Sparky, it's maybe that getting a band, but your street cred up, you never know. Is it, Harry? So I was trying to ask before, what kind of weather have you had? I know there's the weather river event thing going on. Lots of California's getting snow and sub-zero. I was I couldn't do with a yappy dog. It drives us mental. Mine are bad enough. But Sam's got a proper How to the Baskervilles type boof. Jack, he bog brushes his tail like a cat does, you know, to spike the tails out. Jack does that all of his back and down his tail. Willow can be a bit yappy. Not a review thought out yet from this morning. The swans normally come up here on a night. That was another bang. Oh, there's a lot of bangs around today. It looks like those ducks have finished all that food I put out. They're back in the water. I'd love to be up on my Hearthstones. I might go up on Monday. I'll be good all weekend. And if my back doesn't play up, oh, it's magical though, Harry, isn't it? I love it. Oof, pizza, that sounds heavenly. You can see last night's snow down this end. Agent, when up on those hilltops, the limestone is just under the surface and it plays with the microphone on my phone. So it must do something with the speakers. Johnny, thank you very much for coming in. I'll let these people get past with the dog. Mutt and Jeff. My lot are telling me I am. You must be bored out your mind, Sparky, when it put you on the naughty step. Violence. Head vape agent can see you. Things like the sub channels won't be around for very long because that is getting cracked down on. Creators need to look at the terms of service. Sheeples. Oh, I'd do a leg of lamb right now. Look over terms of service. It is really not worth losing your channel. Tommy, he's got a good, strong mind, hasn't he? Packed in the smokes as well as he has. Very impressive. Have you packed in the vape as well? Or have you still on the vape? Oh, you said you were packing it in. Take control. Yeah, Sparky, let's see you drawing. What, you back on him? Hang on. Hold your fire. Johnny, you okay? Ah, you're back on. I'll let you off. Smoking's my only and favourite vice. On to a good DP. How you doing, DP? Yeah. It is mid-afternoon here, DP. Car's showing -3 and 4 on the way through. -10, about 9 o'clock this morning. This looks so pretty, but it's evil, evil stuff, those spikes. Ew, look at the spider's webs frozen. Pretty. Yeah, Peter, I went to Lorna Coast, where the priory is, to go and film along the river. The river's frozen, which surprised us, but the waterfall in there, icicle's like 2 metres long, and the tree that's fallen in the bottom was totally encased in ice. So I went to pre-record. I put a few photos up on my community, and I will put that video out soon. I just need to edit a bit. I say edit, I got about half an hour in, and instead of pressing record, I pressed end. Idiot, shut it. Thank you very much, Harry. You're a star. I'm going to have to go in a minute. Get my backside home. Yeah. Headshot go live. I'll be there. It'll be a good crack. You too, DP. Mankini. Oh, Kat, you missed Pizza. He's going to be doing naked cartwheels and filming his mankini out in this. He keeps thinking I might let him off. What is out in the water? It's bugging me. Got a clue what that is. Pixie Post, how are you doing? Oh, the ducks are all kept up over there. Oh, the gum's not dead peppery. They used to taste really peppery. No, I don't know what it is. It looks like a metal bin. Can't quite work it out. Hi, Tommy, you do a live as well. That sounds like fun. Taylor, how are you doing? Taylor, it's freezing. Got the sun on my back and there's a little tiny bit of heat in it. But it's not going to do much. I'd say this is going to be frozen for a while. It'll take a bit to thaw out. How you doing, Taylor? Pixie, I'm good. Cold, but good. It was biting this morning when I went out to film. That hurt. It was that cold. My eyes were running. I thought that I was gonna... What was that down there? Ended up with frozen tears running down my face. It was cold. About -3 now, so what's that? Is that about 24 degrees-ish? Did you hear that explosion? That was another big one. Ralph, did you hear that first? Pixie it is, I love it. This is the remnants from the Ice Age. And there's a helicopter in the bottom. Pilot got out, but the plane's down in there. We've got ducks and we've got swans. At the start of the live, I came with about 5 kilos of chicken corn and feed for the ducks and the swans. It didn't last very long. I was hand feeding swans. Yeah. The cold weather, it changes the pitch as well when you hear the water running. That's my excuse. I need to lock it up. I don't blame you going back inside. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Another one of my Japanese friends. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's very cold as well. It looks like Hiromi. Thank you very much. I always feel ignorant being out and saying them, but Hiromi. I don't meet Hiromi. It is not famous for skating cows at all. Sounds like someone's got a remote. Someone putting a drone up. Something motorised. I can't even see where the bank stops and the water begins. Tommy, Hiromi. My friend Hiromi. Gregory, how you doing? Long time no see. You all right? Nice one. Well, this is me gonna have to go. I need to go up the path this way, and you're gonna get a face full of sun. So thank you all for joining me. Not sure where I'm gonna go tomorrow. Well, I never know where I'm gonna go tomorrow, to be honest. Hiromi, no, your English is very good. I love your videos too. Ruthie, one's hands are a bit cold. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Another plane. So thank you all for joining me. I'm going to go home and get the coffee that I forgot to bring out with me. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Oh, Leo, thank you. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.